century. A scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is our only hope. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live.
Well, hello,
Melindas. Welcome to VCR Party. It's Tuesday night. The fellas are here. I'm Joe. That's Nick. There's George, and there's Steve. And we're gonna watch some VHS tapes today. That's what we do on this show, right, Nick?
That's right. I got a couple. These are hot off the presses. This is Cricket. She speaks for herself. I thought so. Cricket was a talking doll, like almost like a Teddy Ruxpin kind of thing that came with, could play games with her. I thought this was going to be like that, but it's just an animated cartoon that uses Cricket as a character.
Okay. So never heard of Cricket. Never been on my radar once.
All right. And this one I'm looking forward to. It's Michael Caine acting in film, and I've heard it's very pretentious, and he has lots of crazy acting tips. So
look at the cover there. He's telling you he's teaching you a lesson right there, like something very important. Maybe it's about like using props or something right there.
I try not to blink when I act. Something like that. So We'll find out very soon. And this is another one. Mark Animal McYoung. I've played many of his videos in the past. Martial arts guy, self-defense guy, knives. Got a DVD called Down But Not Out. This is the one Mark Animal that we never had. So I bought it from Paladin Press right here. And
it's all fighting on the ground? Is that
I watched it. Yeah, it's if you get knocked to the ground, it's how to defend yourself against multiple people, how to not get killed, how to reverse the situation. It's pretty remarkable. So
gold right there.
Coming soon.
You know what I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've had this on the list, on the to-do list. I want to have Mark Animal McYoung go up against CJ Karachi so I'll play CJ Karachi, you'll play Mark Animal McYoung, and then Steve and George will vote on who won each round. You know what I mean? Like they'll fight in rounds.
Yeah, CJ Karachi, the guy who does PT training, is that what it is? He's like
he's a former Navy SEAL, and he does all these self-defense videos and like police instructional videos, and he's just like a dude, like Fu Manchu, and he's always just like he's into it.
Fun fact, he quotes CJ Karachi in this video, so they know each other.
Who's the teacher? Who's the student?
I don't know. We'll find out. I think
tune into VCR Party.
That's right.
Find out.
Stay tuned.
Hey, let's jump into a found footage festival classic. You wanna?
Let's do it.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
Okay, so this is the classic of all classics, Jack Rebney. This is one of the first videos that we ever played in our volume 1 of the show when we started 2004. And the reason I picked this, they call him the angriest RV salesman. These are the outtakes from Winnebago brand of RVs. And I got it when I was working as a production assistant in Minneapolis. It was just kind of a tape traded thing that was passed around to camera assistants. And so I thought I picked this out because there's some news about Jack Rebney that I'll share afterwards. But I wanted to play not the swearing parts, but do you remember the parts where he's just yelling at Tony, his assistant? I thought it would change things up.
Yeah, the production assistant there was the brunt of Jack Rebney's anger for a long time on that set.
Exactly. Yeah. And so the production company that recorded this put this edit together, and then this is from the original tape here. So here's Jack Rebney yelling at Tony.
Tony? Where's old Tony?
Right here.
Here's Tony. 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 Tone. Tony. Tony. Tony, get me a battery. Tony, open the door.
Got it.
Bring the slate in, Tony. Just bring it in here now. Stand still, Tony. Give me a battery, Tony. Open the door, Tony. Tony, just get me a battery. Tony, get out. Shut up, Tony. Tony, get me my book. Just shut up, Tony. Tony, I can't read it, babe. Back up, Tony. Can't read it, Tony. Tony, back up, Tony. It's the wrong angle, babe. Tony, please back up. Tony, where's the slate? Tony, give me a towel for just a minute, please. That.
There's Tony.
Tony's revenge.
I want that Miller Lite hat so bad.
And the
Coca-Cola
shorts.
swim trunks. And
Yeah.
also, he's a production assistant. Why is he dressed like that as a production assistant on a set?
Well, we heard
It's hot
tell
out.
just how hot it was, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some
All right,
professionalism.
There's a little bit left here.
Now that's enough of that shit.
There we go.
Oh,
All right. Yeah. So that's Tony. I feel like it's a love-hate relationship with Tony, isn't it?
yeah,
like,
they're
it
kind of
seems
the
like
odd
they-
couple there.
They had some fun together, but then he also got mad at him, but he also needed a battery. Anyway, here's the thing. This might not even happen, but I just want to put this out in the air, hoping that it does happen, is that Jack Rebney put out a podcast and we were asked to distribute it. So Jack Rebney, it's called Jousting with Prophets. And we got to hear a few episodes and they're so good. And it's Jack Rebney in all his glory, enunciating all the syllables and talking about, what is it about, Nick? It's about
It's
deities,
about
right? Or like-
religion, and
yeah.
it's very anti-religion, and
It has
it's
nothing to do with Winnebago.
No, it's just a philosophy podcast that he hosts. But then there's interjections where the producer of it comes in and says like, hey, he's the Winnebago man, Jack. Can I ask you a few things? So it's not it's kind of a hybrid, but it's fascinating just to hear the dude talk. He's 90 years old.
92.
92.
Yeah.
And he's doing a podcast. So
And he's recording it into like an old audio cassette too. So it kind of sounds a little scratchy, which I think is perfect for the aesthetic, right? I mean, like that fits in perfectly. But like last week they said, all right, you're going to distribute this. And we were like, yes, let's do it. And then like 2 days ago, they're like, oh, we got to rethink it. And so I don't know who it is who has to rethink it, but he has this team around him. So
I'm guessing
fingers
Jack
crossed.
had some issues.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and the thumbnail for the podcast has Jack Rebney's butt on it. It's him naked. Did you see it, Nick?
I saw that. Yeah, I couldn't believe that was actually what it was. I mean, can you imagine what people would pay to see Jack Rebney naked?
Yes. Oh yeah, we got to set that like for the premium level. We got to cha-ching on this one.
Yeah.
All right, we're sitting on a gold mine.
So stay tuned. I think we'll have an answer by next week of what's going on with that. Steve, what are you selling out to this week?
A long time Scrappy Rat / Veronica. She's been in the chat for as long as I can remember. She wants to promote Writer's Morning Out, 30 poems in 30 days. It's a project for the National Poetry Month, which was last month. But everything's still up. You'll see the website above me. They actually used 2 of Scrappy Rat's poems. You can see over my right and left shoulder.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. I checked it out. It's like there's a lot of powerful stuff, a lot of really, really well written poetry there. To get everyone in the mood, I asked George to write us some poetry.
And how much time did you give me to write it?
You just 10 minutes, 15
That's
minutes.
all you need for poems. That's easy.
Right.
Just have the words rhyme.
No, I just wanted to give it a
poems are
little
easy.
bit. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want him to overthink it. With George, you got to give him a little bit of time.
Yeah, right.
I didn't overthink it.
Good call. All right, let's hear it.
This is a poem about VCRs, untitled. VCR, what art thou? A Rosetta Stone for translating analog tape to color and sound? An aging, obsolete machine, much like me? A saver of time, a user of time, a presenter of memories, a supplier of mysteries, a player and occasional eater of history? O VCR, you have existed since the time I was born, but mainly I used you just to watch porn.
Beautiful, George. Thank you. And so,
10 minutes? That took you 10 minutes? That's pretty good.
I think it's really good.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Steve.
But anyway, support the Melindas that support us. And as Veronica said, get cultured for free. So head over to writersmorningout.org/poem a day with the dashes in between, as you see above me. And
help support the Melindas who support us. And Scrappy Rat really supported us the other day, last Friday. I think Scrappy Rat was there all day long during the Songathon. We watched Daniel Songer all day long on Friday. And I think she was there in the morning and then she checked in the evening. She's like, yep, still here. He was there all day long.
It was over 13 hours of watching the world's worst internet comedian, Daniel Songer. And I think as a joke, Joe, at one point during this just madness, this, full day. And by the way, at the end of the night, I was going to text you guys, but at the end of the night, I was trying to go to sleep, but there was no quiet. I have white noise machines on and stuff in my room to try to fall asleep. I kept the voice and intonation of Daniel Songer kept invading my thoughts, and I had to put on my headphones and listen to music to fall asleep. And I woke up and I was hearing Songer again. It took a full 24 hours for it to wear off.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't have any problems at all. I think that my brain has this force field that it's like waterproof. You can put all the song you want on there and it just kind of falls off. My brain was fine. I slept like a goddamn baby that night.
Well, you also had the earbuds in or the headphones in, so you were mainlining Songer directly to your brain, right,
Maybe.
Nick?
I don't know.
While you were directing.
I couldn't tone it out. But Adam K decided, I think, Joe, based on something you just offhandedly said during a part where Daniel Songer did a pelvic thrust and made a noise, he said, put that on a 10-hour loop. And he did. 10 hours. Have it on in the background.
That's the next Songer-thon. This is the next Songer-thon right here. We watched this all 10 hours of this.
All right, so YouTube? That's enough. That's
on YouTube right now.
That's on Adam's YouTube page. It's 10 hours of comedian entertainer Daniel Songer doing pelvic thrusts and I don't know, making
How many views does it have?
I believe I believe he set it to unlisted.
Oh, it's
the
unlisted. Okay,
all right. It was just me and him, but I think it's going to blow up after tonight. After we
easily,
easily
huge. Oh well, let me show one thing that Farmer Dan made that he sent us, and we showed this during the Songer-thon. He made a 3D printed Songer statue. Look at that. That is a work of art. He said it was his first time doing 3D with 3D printing. He normally did cubes and stuff like that, but this, and look, it has a button here. This is his first time making an action figure. Oh wait. Oh, here we go. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he has the entire routine on here, so it's not Songer Week right
those
now.
Those things can record for longer than we thought, because that just kept going off. Not only that, we did it to raise money, and Daniel Songer, the comedian entertainer, is from Georgia, so we raised money for the Atlanta Women's Foundation. We raised $2,232 from you, the viewers of that Twitch marathon. So thanks to everybody. It was for a good cause.
Guess how much we took? $0. We didn't take any.
Yep.
Is that what you're supposed to talk about?
Yeah, that's what magnanimous people do. Yeah. Just kind of rub it in.
They complain about how they didn't get any money out of it, but the other company did, or the Women's Foundation did. Yeah. $0. Yep. Made tortured ourselves for $0.
That supported economic opportunities and healthcare for underprivileged women in the Atlanta area. So thank you for that. And next time we'll take a little for ourselves. I guess that's what we're getting.
We got to skim a little off the top next time. Songer's still going, by the way, behind me.
Oh God, let's get into flying windows right away. Still going?
Still going. It's a cheerleader joke right now that he's telling.
So Rhys, this one has been sitting for a long time. I don't know why I haven't played it sooner, but Rhys is our viewer from Australia. He found some flying windows on he's a VHS collector. He found this one on a commercial on an old VHS tape. Some pretty outstanding Australian flying windows. They fly the opposite direction.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Life for these ladies was pretty boring until they each had a Peter and Robert Easy Wave. Julie is now learning to fly. Anne is learning Mexican.
Si, senor.
And Helen is starring in a movie.
Take one.
Well, maybe a slight exaggeration, but an Easy Wave is the easy way to natural-looking, manageable, wavy hair. Guaranteed for the all-inclusive price of $38. And if you don't like it, we can reverse it. But who'd want to do that? Easy Wave, exclusive to all Peter and Robert salons.
Doesn't it look sort of like a science fiction character there with the coils?
Yes.
It's like a Star Wars alien or something.
Yes. And its name is actually Easy Wave. Like that's a good like science fiction name too.
Yeah.
Wow. Australian style flying windows.
Yeah,
you don't see those
exactly.
every day. Like I gotta say, I'm a fan of Australian style flying windows.
Me
I don't know
too.
if I like them better than American ones, but I don't know. It's
Unbordered.
growing on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks to Rhys, and that's This Week in Flying Windows.
And Nick, by the way, they're not called unbordered. They're called raw dogs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, those are raw dog flying windows.
Exactly. Do you know do they always raw dog it in Australia?
I don't know. We'll have to ask Rhys. Chime in. Let us know if all your windows are raw dogs, or you got some bordered or feathered flying windows there.
That's why people tune to this show. You get this information that you won't get anywhere else. You think you'll get this on CNBC? No way.
No, I don't think you would. We got live shows coming up just real quick. We're in Brooklyn tomorrow night. We're doing a show. And there are press people. There are going to be press people there covering the show, I guess, in advance of the world premiere of the Chop and Steel movie, based on our news appearances as Chop and Steel, the strongman duo that got us sued. It's premiering on the opening night of the Tribeca Film Festival on June 10th. Is that right, Joe?
Yep, June 10th, Friday night, opening night of Tribeca.
So it'd be fun to see some Melindas in the audience. You can get tickets at Chop and Steel, STELE.com.
Yeah, well, the show that we're doing tomorrow at Nighthawk is going to be like our greatest hits. So like it's like because it has to be good for press. So we're going to bring out all the big dogs. We're not going to bring out the raw dogs, but we're going to bring out the big dogs.
That's right.
Yeah. So tried and true clips tomorrow night at Nighthawk in Brooklyn.
Well, before we get on to new business, though, we really should cover the debacle that happened last week on VCR Party.
Boy. Yes, I knew this moment would come. Hey, let me open up the apology corner with the old graphic here. In my head that Fred was dead.
Apologies.
In my head that Fred was dead.
Apologies.
No. He's alive and well and still producing videos.
Apology corner.
He directed Gremlins 2, the new batch, but not the first one.
Yep. So that's okay. So that's apology corner. Who did you think directed the first Gremlins? Like, because you consider yourself like a Mr. Movie guy, right? Like you know your movies, and you're the cinematography is great.
I thought Joe Dante like wrote it but didn't direct it. Something like that.
Okay.
I had read somewhere and got my facts mixed up.
Yep, and the one about Fred Spencer too. That was a big one. That was an egregious one.
Right. That was yeah.
Yep. So anyway, what are we talking about?
Well, it was last week's episode being unwatchable. I think that's what we're getting to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I edited it, and for whatever reason, I don't know what. Like, I hit the VR button to say like spit this out as VR. I didn't even know that the editing machine could do that. But then when I'm rewatching it on here, I rewatched it on my computer. It shows up normal on my computer. It doesn't show up like VR stretchy. Then the second you upload it, then it does get VR stretchy. So the VR stretchy actually turned out to be pretty hilarious, especially because we were doing a Plunkett episode, and it was actually perfect. Maybe I intended to do that.
Yeah, we were showing unintentionally unflattering photos, Plunketts, and then it turns out that the whole show was unintentionally unflattering to all of us.
Yeah, and so just here's some of the ones somebody sent this in.
I think Ty sent in some stills.
Yeah. It's like a 90s video.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does, like a Beastie Boys video or something. Yeah. And then Nick looked that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You'd actually look cooler if you looked like that.
Or like a pinhead.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a pinhead. George,
I look like a sci-fi.
You kind of look like Billy Barty a little bit.
Oh, he does.
I think I generally do.
Even more so.
So only more so. Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. Why is the guy in the background? Why is he normal? He's normal, but George is like Mars Attacks. All right, then we got Steve. Yep, and there's Steve.
Very 90s.
Yeah, it's not terrible. So anyway, I apologize. Man, I don't know where the Batman cereal is.
Convenient.
Yeah.
I know it's handy.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Do we have it still? I feel like maybe it got thrown away.
Oh yeah, you put it over by me during the Songathon.
Okay, here it is. I got it. I'm not a fan of this. I've gagged on this before.
Yeah,
and,
famously.
Yeah, and I assume that you want me to take this orally, right? Because you did it rectally that one
I
time,
did
right?
for your birthday, but yeah, I'm gonna recommend an oral dose of 2 pieces of Batman cereal.
For new viewers, like Nick one time took one of these Batman cereals and I gave him options. I was like, here's what you can do for my birthday. You can do XYZ, or you can put one of these up your
That's not what this is about,
anal
Joe.
canal.
You cannot deflect away from this. Probably has to be the biggest mistake in at least VCR party history. I mean,
No,
can
we got
anyone
some
think of
great
a bigger
content
one?
out of it. No way. We got some great.
I agree with you, and a lot of times apology corners make great content.
I think a lot of the times when like an error like that happens, it makes the Melindas like realize how important this show is to them. I think it's important to do every so often.
The biggest mistake in possibly found footage history.
No.
I thought that was the biggest mistake of VCR party history.
No, Nick's Joe Dante gaff. That's the top. That's number one of all time. That's number one of all time. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do it. I can't do it. It grosses me out so fucking bad.
You usually get the after effects because it kind of lingers around your.
It
gums.
Stuck in your teeth.
That's the worst.
Stuck in my teeth. Yeah, I think I would prefer to take it rectally. Actually,
That's not too late. You did snort it once, right? Didn't you try to snort it?
I think I snorted it once. Yeah, I'd rather snort it than.
You could put it in your eyeball. I don't know.
Fucking gums.
Yeah,
Like,
the taste doesn't go away. It's real bad.
Oh, and it's made by Purina too, by the way. Like it's like a step away from dog food. So anyway,
the troubled
I'm so
history,
sorry.
expired Batman cereal.
I'm so sorry, but this is what we have to do on the show. Whenever you screw up, you have to do an apology. You have to take an apology pill, right, guys? And so, like when
if
you guys
it's that
screw
egregious, sure,
up, yeah. Okay. Well, let's just roll the outgoing graphic here, and
I don't know
we can
that
move
we
on.
need that.
We can move on with the show. In my head that Fred was dead.
Apologies.
In my head that Fred was dead.
Apologies.
No. He's alive and well and still producing videos.
Apology corner.
He directed Gremlins 2, the new batch, but not the first one.
All right. So very confident about that.
All right. Well, yeah, I think I should just go to IMDb next time I have any question about that during the show.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into Show Us Your Raviolis.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
All right, Joe, I see you've got some exciting stuff on deck.
I'm so excited about my ravs. I can't wait to show you my ravs. My rav dogs. Yeah. All
right, let me start off with a follow-up though. This is last week we showed some for those of you who could see the corrected version, we showed some plunkets that people had sent in, some viewers, and Jonathan sent a plunket that was a still from a video where he was on a show as a kid that was hosted by a hobo clown. It was called Happy's Place, and he and his brothers would go on the show. So he had actually VHS footage of he and his brothers on Happy's Place. I was thoroughly entertained by the video, so I thought, let's show this video. He was talking about how his sideburns were kind of like
I remember that
at the time. Yeah. So here's the video version of Jonathan and company on Happy's Place.
5 years old? Hey, you look kind of preppy today. That's a nice outfit. Yeah, where'd you get that outfit? I don't know. You don't know where you do your shopping?
Didn't buy it.
Because I'm in dire need of an outfit, don't you think? Yes. Don't have to be so agreeable. All right, thank you so much. And come on up here. Your name is?
Matthew.
I'm sorry?
Matthew.
Matthew. And how old are you, Matthew? 3 years old?
I
Now,
said
do you
Fat
have
Joe.
a pet animal at home?
He can't enunciate very well.
No. What about a brother or sister?
My mom have 2 brothers.
2 brothers? Are you the youngest or the oldest, or where do you fit in the line?
I'm just the dippet one.
You're the what?
That's how George talks.
The youngest one?
It's the Philly accent.
Yeah, it's a Philly accent. Joe, I don't remember how Alex, your youngest brother, talked as a kid, but I picture it like this.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. Yeah.
Dippet one.
The youngest one?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. All right, great job. Thank you very much.
This guy, what's your name?
Jacob.
Now here's a different, I guess throughout the years, this is a different one that his brothers had. This is the hobo clown that looks a little ripped here.
He is. He's doing all right.
Yeah.
Look at a ripped clown. I don't like that one bit.
It's a little disturbing.
This guy, what's your name?
Jacob.
How old are you, Jacob?
6.
Jacob, now who cut your hair?
I don't know.
Now, is that kind of that new Bruce Willis style?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, good stuff. That's pretty sharp looking. What's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah, have you considered getting a Bruce Willis haircut?
No.
Who would you like to have a haircut like?
Me.
This guy. What's your name right here?
Sam.
How do you, Sam?
Well.
Are you Hot Sam, the guy that sells those pretzels?
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Do you sell a lot of those? Thank you, Hot Sam. Thank you, Hot Sam. This guy, what's your name?
Michael.
How do you, Michael?
4.
Do you sell anything?
No.
You don't? Would you like to be a salesman?
Yeah.
Yes, you would. What would you want to sell?
Salesman.
Anything.
Anything. Okay, good. And we'll do one more. What's your name?
Abby.
Where do you live, Abby?
Fort Wayne.
Say we'll be back.
Look at chaos.
Get out of here. Not again. Ah! Ah!
I think he's genuinely terrified of getting hit in the face with this pie.
We'll be back. Stay tuned.
We now continue.
And then the tape stops. But I mean, what a morning that must have been.
Genuinely great show.
Yeah, just interviewing kids with like rapid fire questions, you know.
I love that ripped clown. I really like he's like asking all the right questions and he's quick on his feet and he's funny. Man, that's a fantastic show.
Yeah, I know. I want
hit
more.
with a pie hurts, by the way.
Oh, how do you know this, George?
I was at a one of those insult people booths. So you buy a pie in high school, and I was very insulting, and somebody almost broke my nose. But there was nothing like going to the nurse's office covered in whipped cream with rivulets of blood pouring out. Anyhow, sorry for interrupting.
What do we find out about George? I love it.
Just new information from George. Do you have pictures of this, or
I do
like
not.
the bloody
I do
cake?
I do not, but it hurts because people's hands are in the back when they hit you.
So when Happy the Clown was screaming in terror over that larger man gonna pie his face, he was right to do
from
that.
experience.
I feel his pain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Oh man, yeah, that's one of those things they don't teach you in school, right, George? You have to like learn that, and then afterwards, after you get like basically punched in the face, like you have to like laugh about it, right, and be like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
ha.
Next person.
Really,
next person comes up, and you have to remember what you've heard about members of their family and make fun of them.
And then you have a bloody nose.
And the cycle continues.
Yeah. Metaphor for day-to-day life.
Oh, good. Good stuff. I would say that the star of that video was Jonathan Sideburns, though. I really liked.
Absolutely.
He was like Brian Bosworth, like no different.
Yep.
All right. So Brad sent me this. So in 1997, he and a roommate watched this public access show in Iowa City called Sin of the City. Super, super ambitious show. I think it was written and directed and definitely stars this guy named Greg something. I didn't write it down, but he worked at the University of Iowa. He was he worked in the cafeteria, and so a lot of the times he would use those as sets. He would use like stuff around University of Iowa as the set for his show. It's like a gritty cop show, you know. It's like, but it's like very sincere. It's never really joking. It's always just like, do you have the money? It's that kind of stuff. Nick, we made a script called Browski and Todd. I think it kind of came after like the Beastie Boys Sabotage video. I think everybody like loved dressing up and looking
70s
like
cop shows. Yeah.
That's what these guys are doing, but they're doing it more sincerely.
Okay.
And so he cut together his favorite moments from a 17-minute clip and then I cut my favorite moments from his clip. So it's whittled down. The story won't make sense, but I don't think it would make sense anyway.
Okay.
And that's how fast the opening credits were. It was like that. Yeah.
You didn't edit that.
No, I didn't edit that. Yeah, that's exactly how it was.
Nicole?
body glove.
Is that a good shot right there? Is that like good cinematography? Would you say?
And that's the opposite of a body glove. It's the most billowy shirt. It's not a glove on his body at all.
And Steve, you were a director for reality shows. Would this normally be like a good like framing? Like,
you know what I was thinking? This might be the location of the #2 plunket ever. This might be the exact same place.
Where Saddam Hussein was nearby.
The Saddam Hussein sneeze.
I'm looking for the plunket.
It looks like it. Yeah, the mom's in the bathroom there. Yeah.
Hello?
For some reason, I think it's really funny the way that he taps the alarm clock. Like he's not tapping anything, but.
Hello?
You know what time it is?
Time for Final Jeopardy? Just kidding, Fergus. I got up late. I'll be in as soon as I can.
You better be. We've been working so hard on this case, I don't want to blow it.
Oh, okay, Fergie. Just have another cup of coffee, and by the time you get done with it, I'll be there. Okay, bye.
Fergie's the straight-laced one?
Yep.
God, I hope
so. Was that a good line read? And was his where his eyes went? Was that good?
Yep.
Just, yeah.
Perfect.
Very
Steve, mostly looking
naturalistic.
in your direction.
Well, I just want to talk about the wardrobe because I keep thinking they're briefs that he's wearing from the front and then they're boxers from the back.
Yeah.
I feel like if anyone would wear these, it would be you, Joe. Do you ever have a pair of underwear like this?
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
God, I hope so.
That's how fast that establishing shot was there too.
It established what it needed to.
Oh, I'll talk to you later.
Come on in. I am getting laid up to speed on this case that we're doing.
Yeah, but this is our case. What the hell is he doing here?
Looks like you boys could use some help after what happened here today.
Their sightlines are right? Like
Yeah,
they're looking at the right direction, right?
Matches perfectly.
Yeah, they're looking right into each other's eyes.
Now we're all on the same side in this case.
That's gonna be in the trailer. That line is gonna be in the trailer for the.
No, we're all on the same side in this case.
Now we're all on the same side in this case. I called him.
Wait, now he's sitting. Now he's sitting.
Continuity. They didn't have the continuity person.
And also,
working
why are
that
there
day.
shelves with nothing on them?
Nothing.
Like, don't shelves usually have things on them?
Well, that's because they clear all their cases.
Oh,
they're a strong criminal investigation unit.
Right. Oh, they're that good.
It was
Right.
like the Wire time if they were like solved every case.
Yeah.
I called him, and I can't do this anymore. I should stay in the office where I belong.
Are you sure you want to do that, though?
Yes, he is from Metro, and he has made contact with Donovan, and we need him.
That wasn't the question I asked, though.
Maybe this should be a Joe's Tedium corner. I mean, I don't know. Like,
Oh
yeah,
no, I'm eating this up.
Okay, it gets pretty action packed coming up here. Okay.
Oh, okay, man. I'm sorry. No hard feelings, all right?
That's cool.
Wade has a meeting with Donovan tomorrow. You will have a wire on, so we'll get him on tape with the buy. And you'll come in when the buy is done. There will also be backup waiting for you. Any questions?
None.
I don't know what's going on.
Good. See you tomorrow.
So I wanted to trim that down, but every time I would let it go, I'd be like, I can't trim any of this down. This is all perfect. Everything's perfect about it. I don't want to manipulate this in any way. Like, so yeah, I'd let that scene go. All right. So now here's the score. Now that's the undercover cop that doesn't play by the rules, and he's getting, I don't know, drugs, money, something.
Spend that all in one place.
Everybody move in.
Did you hear the car? Listen to the car squeaking.
Everybody move in.
That's every car I owned in high school.
Trims.
All right, then, well, thank you kindly.
Wait. Something else for you.
Are you okay?
No, I'm fucking shot.
Just walk by him.
Get him? How Fergus did we get him?
They got away.
Nah, fuck, they got away. Hello, Fergus? I got a call from Donovan.
I love that sweatshirt. He'd probably get $180 for that at a Brooklyn vintage store.
What did you want?
He wants to meet me alone.
I'll be right over.
No, I have to go alone.
That's stupid. No telling what he will do.
Does he sound like the computer robot voice? Like if you type something in, you hit enter, and then the computer robot voice says that? Yeah.
No telling what.
Look, he's kidnapped Nicole, and if I don't show up, he's going to kill her.
Where are we going to meet him at?
No, Fergus, I can't let you do that. I'm going. Bye.
Looks like there's a light dusting of snow maybe the night before. And also look at his pants start falling down during this part. There's his underwear again. Watch this part though. Look at this. Fog machine starts up.
Rip you a new asshole, punk.
What do you think about the expression "rip you a new asshole"? Do you like that expression?
Not a huge fan, no.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Stop!
It's over.
I feel like the bird chirping was the loudest thing in that scene. Drowned out the gunshot.
I guess he's healed.
Must be better.
It's Fergus. I love Fergus. Watch this.
Isn't that Jim W. Hawkins?
I think it is. Yeah. There it is. Sin of the City.
Wow.
There it is. So he sent me a bunch. So they did Sin of the City, like different episodes. I think they're all about 17 minutes long. I mean, we got to do something with this, right? I mean, can
we put them up on our streaming club or EP mode or bonus Patreon episodes?
Maybe we do EPs of some of these Sin of the Cities. Like 17 minutes is a great running time.
I'd like to see more personally.
I mean, I want more Fergus. Fergie. I want more Fergies. He's the star of the show. Guys, what do you think? Steve,
I loved it.
Okay. Yeah. Shot on VHS, and there's definitely more where that came from. So
what was the bad boy's name? Fergus and so I'm just thinking
Williams was one of them. Williams.
Yeah, I'm thinking a couple's costume might be pretty good for Halloween.
Like a good cup, bad cup kind of a thing. Yeah. You find a windbreaker or something, and
then a Cardinals satin jacket, and
body glove shirt,
shirt.
And wear some diapers.
Yes.
Right.
Some baggy briefs. Yeah. So let me get into something that we had this video on our shelf. I had never watched it, and then I saw Scott from Strange Tapes. He does a zine. We did our rewind what's our zine called? Workout Rewind. Yeah,
Oh,
where
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
all our favorite celebrity hosted exercise videos in a magazine. He did some of the graphic design on that. And anyway, you should check out Strange Tape Zine. But he posted this tape and I was like, oh, I got to finally watch it. It's Hanna-Barbera's All-Star Comedy Ice Review. Do you guys remember Ice Capades at all?
Yeah, I remember hearing about it, but I never went to it.
Same here.
My sister and I have a very vivid memory of going to see, I think 1984 or 83, going to see Smurfs Alive, the Ice Capades. And I went with our neighbors, and the dad drove up in his like van and he smoked, and my family didn't smoke at all. So I'm right behind the driver's seat, and his cigarette smoke kept going into my nose, like as we're driving up to the Coliseum in Madison to go.
And is this in winter or is this
winter?
Winter. Okay, so the windows were up then, right?
Yeah, and but my dad was like, "You can roll it down." I remember him telling me he could roll it down because my dad got dragged to see Smurfs Alive too. And it was people in Smurf costumes on ice skates, and then a bunch of filler.
But it sounds like the cigarette was the most memorable part of the trip, really, right?
Yeah,
I mean, did you like it? Did you like Ice Capades?
Well, I love the Smurfs, and I remember getting a pennant that had Papa Smurf on it, like that's a Smurf Ice Capades, Smurfs Alive. Yeah. So this essentially was predated that. This is 1977, and this aired on TV as an hour-long special. And I always think of the Simpsons Smile Time Variety Hour, that parodied variety shows, and it nailed what I thought was the pastiche of a variety show back in the 70s, but it is so spot on when you look at this. Like the jokes are just corny, the routines nobody cares about, and this one has all your Hanna-Barbera characters on it, including some problematic ones. So here's a little bit of Hanna-Barbera's All-Star Comedy Ice Review.
Welcome to Hanna-Barbera's All-Star Comedy Ice Review, a special event for a special occasion. It's Fred Flintstone's birthday, and starring your host for this birthday roast, Roy Clark and Bonnie Franklin. And to help us celebrate, to toast and roast Fred, here are some of his special friends. Yogi Bear, Mr. Jabber, Huckleberry Hound, Mr. Scooby-Doo, the Banana Split, Snorky, Fleegle, Bingo, and Grouper. Hong Kong Fooey.
The most exciting thing right now in my life is...
What would you pay if all those were for sale? Like, how much would you pay?
Oh, all the cost, like for the lot?
Yeah, exactly. They're just like, we have a storage locker full of all these old Hanna-Barbera full body costumes. What would you like? What's your number?
I'd go 10,000 on it.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Yeah, we find.
They're in good condition. Yeah.
Maybe we could take the money from the that we donated to the Atlanta Women's Foundation. And we could explain it to them that way.
I'll call them up.
You could donate some of them, the costumes, to them. You don't need all of them.
You guys have any use for a Jabberjaw costume from 1977?
Kong Fooey, Mr. Quick Draw McGraw, Mr. Snagglepuss, and the Hair Bear, Hair, Square, and Booby.
Where's Bonnie gone?
Well, she's gone to join the Ice Capettes for the special number they have prepared for Fred Flintstone, the Big 30s number.
Oh, good. I like her. She's a living dolphin.
I bet you said that on purpose. I should have thrown that one back.
I don't get no respect.
I think your friends are trying to tell you something.
Well, here's a group that gets my respect, the Skatebirds.
It's a curly impression with a Rodney. It's a curly impression with a Rodney Dangerfield catchphrase.
Exactly. And Roy Clark, the Nashville legend, said the group that does get his respect are the Skatebirds, a short-lived Saturday morning live-action Hanna-Barbera characters on roller skates show.
Here's Hong Kong Phooey, brave Oriental, though he's kind and basically gentle. The bad guys know that they better stop, for Hong Kong Phooey, chop, chop, chop. Now here's the Hair Bears, jazzy and swingy. Wow, they're crazy, goofy, and dingy. And here's a troupe that never quits, the Crazy Nuts, Banana Splits. Just for you,
just for you.
Just for you to celebrate this year.
Hey, at last, here comes Fred Flintstone.
A little something for Dad. Watching at home.
Audience is just loving. Audience can't stop laughing.
Yeah, oh yeah, the studio audience is laughing at things that weren't even meant to be jokes.
That B-roll of them clapping has to be used elsewhere.
I know, they kept cutting away to this B-roll of the costume characters clapping at various things.
We got to use that for other stuff. Look at how good that is.
I probably have 15 minutes just of this B-roll. So.
Use it! George, that's your next project.
I wanted to ask you something, Fred. I've always wanted to know, what does yabba dabba do mean?
Well, right now it means it's time to say goodnight. Yabba dabba doo!
Just had no other choices of things to watch, really. I think that was why variety shows, I guess, lasted as long as they did. I mean, even Star Wars had one. So
did that air? Did the Hanna-Barbera one air?
Yeah,
somewhere?
1977. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And then was released on video. So, yeah, that's it. That is.
Boy, we are rocking some hot ravs tonight, aren't we? Rocking some hot ravs.
Hot ravs.
All right, let me end with this. So the big news, and we've teased this in the past, but I finally got it. New club footage. New footage from the club. So this is a video that our buddy Skip got from his friend who watched this show off of public access. It's this guy with a camcorder. You never see a face in this entire thing. It's just this guy holding onto a camcorder, and he found this stick in the woods that he says is legendary and has these magical powers that he calls the club. And it goes on, and he talks about how great it is. And at one point he takes it down to a bar and he puts it on a pool table as people at the bar comment on how cool the stick is and just the magical powers of the stick. So Skip recently found some new footage and he sent it to me. So now I'm going to go to Raleigh because he puts his address up in here, and I think we're going to try and contact him. We found him on Facebook. He seems nice. Seems a little kooky, but I don't know. He seems like, like Dark Lord Blood. That was kind of a leap there, and I didn't die after I met Dark Lord Blood. So I'm let's just keep poking the bear. Let's see what happens.
Roll the dice.
Exactly. So here's the new footage from the club. And I'm going to show just some old footage just to warm me up. And then you'll see he's in this new room with two people that he asked to talk about the club.
Ooh, this is an exclusive. I haven't seen
this. This is an exclusive. This is hot. Yeah, hot ravs today.
But look at this. I never thought they would use a jagged end, club clobbered and use a jagged end for primitive type, very crude, fatal, lethal bleeding. Drops. Blood drops right here. Evidence drops, crimson drops, whatever you want to call them, y'all. Never written it again, y'all. Here it is. Here it is. Let's go worldwide TV. Forget cable, forget national TV. Let's go worldwide satellite. It's plumb awesome. It's plumb awesome.
It's from the old tape.
It's plumb awesome, y'all. It's plumb awesome, y'all. It's plumb awesome, y'all. Well, my second, I've got one previous. But this is actually my second.
So first of all, he always handles it by putting a sock on his hand because he doesn't want to touch it with his actual hands. So those are two socks there on the table. So he has the two socks there, but then he has a piece of driftwood right next to it so that his panel can
compare and contrast.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is actually my second documented interview, and couple of friends of mine, and they're just gonna talk amongst us, themselves, and y'all about this here thing. So if y'all would just, you're unbiased, you your personal observations, what I went over. We've documented the difference between the two pieces of wood. Just say your observation.
That's always a good like interview technique, right? Is that you just say, hey, just say your observations. That's what Mike Wallace always did on 60 Minutes, right? It was always just like, just say your observations. Just start talking, right? Okay, just want to clear that up.
Say your observation. Both of you just talk amongst just ourselves, just right now, right here.
Well, I just think it's an extraordinary item. I mean, you brought up some very salient points regarding the thing
various
here
salient
before us.
points.
It's quite different.
Where are they? This is like a dentist's office? What is this? Like a waiting room in a dentist? Like, where are they?
Is that at the college? I don't know.
Maybe. Again, never see faces. He never points at people's faces, which I kind of like that.
Regarding the thing here before us, and it's quite different. And it's my first exposure to it. I'm not quite sure what to make of all of it, but it's certainly an extraordinary artifact. Matt?
I couldn't have said it any better myself. I mean, it's different.
Was that Fergie? Couldn't have said it any better myself.
I'm not quite sure what to make of all of it, but it's certainly an extraordinary artifact. Matt?
I couldn't have said it any better myself. I mean, it's different. I mean, I see the difference between that and the driftwood.
Does it actually show usage of being used? Can you actually see evidence of use?
From what you pointed out, yeah,
Sure,
I can see very, very easily that it was.
Add this to the calendar. Then all of a sudden it stopped. This is how it worked, and then it'll go back. But like, look at August 27th, 1997. That's when the club aired. Nick, add it to the calendar right now.
August 27th, 19.
And you know what else? Yep, and Hot Off the Press also aired that day too. So, and Soil and Water.
Okay.
And House of Yahweh, and Obedience to the Word, and Kid Fest Dance Show that also aired.
House of Yahweh was a dance show, right?
Yeah, it was. Yep. There it is. That's the new club footage, and there's so much more. There's so much more from that roundtable discussion. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going out there 3 weeks from now. I'm going to be out there. I was going to do it a few weeks ago, but it didn't work out for everybody. But we're going to talk to Skip and I are going to talk to the original finders of the video, and we're going to try and track down William.
Isn't there kind of a meet cute story too about how?
That's the surprise ending.
Okay.
Nick. Let's not.
All right, I'm just saying.
Yep.
It led to
the surprise ending of the documentary. So yeah, we're going to shoot a little mini doc while we're out there, and I'm excited about it.
Okay, that's our red hot raviolis.
Hot ravs.
Shows your raviolis. Shows your raviolis.
Well, I teased this last week, but I have the greatest video clip of all time in this week's edition of How to Watch Cyber Videos on the Internet.
Do you want to go last? I mean,
I think I might have to. I think I might have to go last because everything else is just going to pale in comparison.
And I have no idea what this video is. Let me go first with IMGs. I might as well
go for it.
Yeah. I never get to go first. So, all right, let's roll the opening graphic.
Chicken shit. Electronic video transmission uploaded with no intention. Harvested semi-ethically. Welcome to IMG.
All right, IMG time. Got a fabulous crop this past week. First one, IMG 2150. Seth sent this one in. Had 16 views. He called it shirtless VR. And so I have a VR. I have an Oculus Quest 2, and I have an exercise game that I play that I actually have fun with. It's like a boxing game, and I actually like get workouts. I work out from it. Like I actually use it for exercise, and I do take off my shirt for it because I get really sweaty. So this one really spoke to me. Here we go. Buckle up. Here we go.
That could be you. I mean,
it could easily be me.
That's
that's my body shape. I have more chest hair than that. But I bet he's wispy too. Like a little bit. Oh, it looks like he wears tank tops too because he has a little bit of a sun. Like you can see where the sun's hitting. Farmer tan, yeah. Yep. So that's
probably had no idea it was being videotaped either.
No. That's it's probably like opening a door there, maybe. Yeah, so that's what I look like. And I just know that I look ridiculous, just like drenched in sweat, and I'm just like doing punches and like flailing around in my living room.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, next up we got IMG 4434. B sent this one in, 12 views. B called it some filth. I don't think I need to run the graphic though. They're mealworms and they're eating cheese puffs. Two cheese puffs. So there you go. That's filth, right? I mean, that's filth, but that didn't seem to warrant the graphic. I think we could all handle that one. 2149, 80 views. Seth sent this one in. This one maybe I should roll the graphic for this one. Filth warning here. So Seth called it earwax removal redux. Look how hairy the ear is. Steve.
Oh, I'm having trouble with this one.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. It just grosses me the hell out.
Earwax of all the bodily fluids, pee, barf.
No, this is, maybe better than some. It's just gross.
Like, of all the bodily fluids, I would say earwax grosses me out the least. Maybe toe jam is like before that, but like, I don't know.
I'd have to write them down and rank them.
What is your number one? Probably barf. Is that the one that grosses you out the most, Steve?
No, probably poop.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Okay.
We're learning a lot about everybody today.
Yeah. What's your least? Which one grosses you out the least? Like probably like saliva.
Yes. Sure.
Yeah, because you're French. So
yeah.
All right. Last one here. We're going out on a bang here. Monster Mike, first time harvester. If you want to be a harvester, email me, joe@foundfootagefest.com. I'll send you 20 numbers. This one has 6 views. IMG 2468 called He Bit Me. And I included this one because I've always contended that the number one natural enemy of cats, it's not dogs, it's little girls. Like when a cat sees a little girl coming, like they head for the hills because they don't know how to hold them, but they love them so much and they just like squeeze them too hard. And anyway, this video proves that point.
That's not even very good.
See the bite?
Yep.
See the bite in there? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Listen to the bite. Yeah, we'll go on a wholesome one there.
A very warranted cat bite.
Walks are done. Gotta sleep.
But cats are scared shitless of little girls. They see a little girl coming towards them. They're like, get me the hell out of here.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. All right. What do you got? Steve, George?
I'll jump in
next. Okay.
I'm really excited about the jock sham I have this week.
It's a jock sham, jock sham, jock sham, jock sham. Boring you with a signature draw. It's a jock sham, jock sham, jock sham, jock sham. This rap is done, now it's over to you.
Zach Champagne sent one in, but it was for Tim Anderson, who plays for the Chicago White Sox. But I went down a hole, like looking at, because he's so stiff in the commercial that he sent. I went down a hole looking at other interviews, and he's stiff in a lot of them, maybe not all, but I found this one, and I'm always a sucker for when they make the athletes dance. And so this one, he starts off stiff, but he's with a bunch of other sports baseball stars, and they make him dance at the end.
I'm glad you guys can see my new all-electric BMW iX. It's nice. So nice. We should carpool more often. We should do more together. Yeah, we should learn a new hobby. Like yoga or dance, and then go viral with it. Dance influencers.
Oh, no. No. Oh.
Yeah, or just carpool. Yeah, just carpool. Just carpool. We don't need to be dance influencers.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I'm a sucker for that.
They just nailed that delivery, that comedic delivery. They nailed it perfectly. Right out of the park.
It wasn't directed very
Wow.
well either. Like you couldn't really see the action and what the gag was supposed to be, and it's just a lot wrong with that. That's why they call it a jock sham.
That's a jock sham. Nice jock sham, Steve. George, what do you got?
Well, as I've shown over the last 2 weeks, Pond 5 is a stock footage supplier, and you can watch.
Bit.
You can watch their videos online, but they all have a huge watermark unless you pay for it. And they have a really wide selection, but I wondered how wide. So as a proof of concept, I wrote out a script for a bland, generic movie trailer, and then went to Pond 5 to see if I could, make that happen by finding relevant clips, just dropping the words right into the search. So the reason is because if you could do that, maybe you could make an entire movie out of stock footage. I think somebody, Joe, you might have said that, or somebody in the comments might have said that. So that's not my idea.
I think I said it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's usually my idea. Yeah.
All right. So here's the trailer for Pond 5, the movie.
Ooh.
On one summer day, one man and one woman and 2 other men and 5 other women, and a crowd of people will learn the news that changes everything. A hero will rise. A champion will fall. A mother will weep. A villain will giggle. A nation will rally. A solution will be found. And a force will be defeated. As a baby takes its first steps, a man falls off an ostrich. As a watermark floats over a great battle, a man will examine a kiwi. And stock footage will be edited into Pond 5, the motion picture.
Yes.
This summer.
Time to take stock.
Oh,
bravo!
Please
wait
make
for
this
that.
for real, George.
Well,
I think this is the thing. I think this has legs. I think. Should we start a GoFundMe? Should we get some money raised for this? I mean, I guess it costs $0, but
Well, it's if we leave the watermark in, it's $0, but
Yeah.
it's it's like $60 per video. But I'd like to crowdsource the script. And
let's do that. Let's get started on that. That's the next
All right.
project. That's a summer project right there. Pond 5, the movie. And I don't think that we clear the footage. I don't want to. We shouldn't give them money because I like seeing the Pond 5 on there for every single scene.
It ties the movie together.
Steve, do you agree with me on that? You're a director. Like, doesn't that
Well,
really
I
just
think
add to it?
eventually you've got to clear it. Whether you put the reason why they put the watermark on it is so they know they sue you for the money, so you can't use it without them.
Well, maybe we could finish it, then take it to Pond 5 and say, look, we have a great commercial for you.
Yeah.
Let's go in half.
That's a great idea.
That is. Or maybe we
Approach
could
them.
say, hey, we're going to leave the Pond 5 on there. Can we just buy, can each one cost $10 instead of 60 or whatever they cost? Like, can we get a little discount if we leave Pond 5 on there? Yeah.
Right, because that was about a $1,200 trailer, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
There were about 20
definitely.
clips.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. No, we're all getting sued.
We'll
but,
call up Mr. Pond and let's make a deal.
Mr. Pond 5.
Mr.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
His first name's Pond.
Pond
last
the
name's
5th.
5.
Right.
All
right,
fantastic.
Nick.
All right, here it goes.
Wow, look at all that. Look at this. These were all solid. This is one of our
Yes.
best shows ever.
But
These,
none will top
okay.
the greatest video clip of all time. This is from a VHS tape that I believe was like a profile of like lingerie models, but they also did interviews with them. And a user who goes by the name Video Poison found this just as he was digitizing a bunch of clips, found this little clip. And I just think it's perfect. It's got everything, ticks all the boxes for me in a perfect VHS clip.
The most exciting things I think right now in my life is that I started doing interior decorating, and it's something I've wanted to do for a very long time. I've always had excellent taste.
I see what's going on here.
I've always enjoyed working with colors and prints and just everything, but to get paid for it, is even better.
I mean, come on. This is #1 Nick Purr clip of all time.
All right, that's it. The greatest video clip of all time. A woman in lingerie painting a clown face for a clown doll.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just got everything.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Okay. All right.
This is wow. I would say it's the ultimate Nick Pruer clip. Obviously, like you have a say in this, but sexuality and clown painting and crafts and all that, like
she's talking very seriously about becoming an interior decorator, but that has nothing to do with painting a clown face.
And also, why is the cinematographer like zooming in on her legs?
I concentrate on my clown painting here. I mean, I'm clearly doing a very detailed.
The clown's up here. The clown's up here, sir. Yeah.
I watched it a million times, and I messaged the Video Poison, and I said, "You know what this is from?" And whoever does it was like, "I just was randomly importing stuff. I don't even remember what the tape was from, but now I just have a feeling there's more gold on that tape." So hopefully we can get some answers. But
I assume that you did Google searches for clown lady. I'd love to see your Google search history.
Oh, so yeah. I spent about a week searching for the origin tape, but I wasn't able to find it. So Video Poison is going to try to dig through the footage and see if they can track down the original. But it's the greatest video clip I've ever seen.
It is good. Yes. All right. Wow. All right. Best show ever. Hot Grabs, Hot Cybers.
Yep, that's our cyber videos.
All right, I want to get into some Melinda mixers, did some Jim's coins, but before I did that, do you remember last week for the new corner, George's single now, it's called Dating Advice for George. I played that Styles on Video, right? And it went a little something like this. Glamour Shots put it out, and you could decide what head of hair you wanted by looking at a picture of yourself on here, and they put the soundtrack on here. So like that's the guy, that's the prospective client. And so they put different heads of hair on them. Well, Mark from Colorado, who was on the cover of GQ with the Plunkett last week.
Oh yeah.
Saw this episode and decided to make, because I did this. I put George's face with the wig. I didn't do very good. I'm not like a Photoshop master, but Mark is way better than I am. So he put George's face on this guy's hair. So take a look. Wooka. Okay.
This is still the original tape.
Still the guy. Yep. Oh, there we go. Still the original tape. Yeah, pretty accurate, right? George, tell me when to stop. If you want me to stop at some point.
I want that line across my head that separates. Like I have a tan line.
Post lobotomy.
Yeah. All right. I think this is the John and Johnny right here.
Oh, I think he looks like Bill Clinton.
Oh yeah. Wouldn't be prudent.
Yep. Classic Clinton.
That's not bad though, is it?
That's pretty good.
I feel like I know this guy. It's not me, but this is somebody like I went to high school with or something. This looks like a real person.
This is the Stuart Smalley, though, I think.
Yeah.
All right. And then look at all these that he did.
Wow.
Spent some time on that.
Even the Rand Paul.
Yeah, you have the Rand Paul in there.
Far right. It's middle.
Center right.
Far right.
Yeah.
George, I'll send this to you so you can pick it out. Which one that you want?
Do I have to dye my hair also?
Yes.
Okay.
You do. Yep. So thank you, Mark from Denver, for sending that. All right. So there's a commercial jingle in Madison, Wisconsin that we grew up hearing. Everybody in Madison knows this jingle. It's for Jim's Coins in Hilldale. I guess I'll just play it for the 500th time on this show.
It's quick.
Jim's Coins in Hilldale.
Gold is up. Buying and selling. Top prices for gold, silver, coins, jewelry, and more. Honest, professional, and locally owned for 21 years. Cash in today at
Jim's Coins in Hilldale,
Madison.
All right, so we asked our Melinda mixers to create a remix of it, and Keely sent this one in. This is kind of a trippier Jim's Coins in Hilldale remix. Here we go.
Trippier, okay.
Jim's Coins. Cash in today at Jim's Gold, Silver, coins, jewelry, gold, silver, coins, jewelry,
Madison.
Nice.
So good. All these songs
Really
are
good.
genuinely good. We got to put out this album soon. Then S. Robinson sent a great remix too of just the commercial. So this isn't a song. This is a remix of the commercial.
Oh.
And pay close attention to this. I watched this about 80 times because I love it so much. Here we go.
Gems, coins in Hilldale.
Gold is up. Buying and selling. Top prices for gold, silver, coins, jewelry, and more. Honest, professional, and locally owned for 21 years. Cash in today at
Hill coins in gems there.
Cash in today at
There coins in Hill gems.
At
Gems, gems in gems.
Madison.
Gyms, and gyms.
Gyms. It's so good.
That's fantastic.
So the big news, and we talked about this at the end of the show last week, but Jim from Jim's Coins found out about the remixes and he loves them. Who got this? Somebody got the email.
Yeah, Don S. Don S. Works at Jim's Coins and said that Jim isn't the guy we thought it was. Isn't the guy with the beard? It's the guy to the right of that. That's Jim.
Right. Okay. So, but did Don watch the show? He worked at Jim's Coins in Hilldale, and then he watched the show and said, "Oh," or did somebody alert him to it?
No, I think Don watched the show, and then told Jim about it, and he thought it was hilarious.
He must be Jim Jr. because Jim's Coins in Hilldale has been around for a while. That would be my guess.
Oh, could be. Yeah, that's true.
I think he's got to be Jim Jr. Anyway, we want to do I think maybe we have like 10 different remix songs.
I think we're
maybe
up to 10.
Maybe we do a special show, or maybe we just do a show this summer where we have Jim on to judge his favorite ones, his favorite of the London mixes.
Well, Don said that Jim would be up for this. So as soon as we set a date, I'll email Jim and we'll find out.
Holy shit. Again, you're not going to see this on CNBC. You're going to see it right here on VCR Party, YouTube and Facebook, Tuesday nights.
Yep.
All right. What else we get? That's all I got from London Mixers.
Oh,
I
okay.
think we're ready to do the competition. Yep.
All right, good. Well, just a few things going out. We got our shows coming up, of course, but we also are doing a new show every Sunday night at 7 p.m. competing with 60 Minutes called Joe and Nick's Foxy Unboxing. We're unboxing all the stuff that we get sent every week by you, the viewers. And you can send stuff at the address if you've got VHS tapes or nice things. You can send it to us at the address on the screen right now, and we'll unbox it on these Sunday evening shows. Right now, it's for patrons only. Any amount you want to chip in, you get access to this and other bonus shows every week.
So here's the other thing that I don't think we've ever talked about. We're getting big on TikTok right now. Like we don't run it. Our buddy Greg runs it. And we just send him clips, but he's good at it. And so our numbers are going up on TikTok, and he's actually like doing a great job of curating. He's putting some deep cuts on there, deep cuts from like video dating and stuff. So I don't know if you're a TikTok person, which I'm not. I have no clue. I don't know. Do you friend us? Do you like us? I don't know what you do.
Yeah, you follow us. Yeah, and then but it's weird because you can do like lip syncs to the clips, and so it's kind of opened up this whole new.
Howie Mandel has been responding to a lot of ours. He responds to our videos, and I mean, it's falling on deaf ears, at least for Greg. Luckily, is doing it all. But
yeah, check it out. It's worth dipping your toe into the TikTok world if you haven't, just because there's tons of clips going up every day. We have another show going up. It's a busy May for us. This Friday, we are doing the second annual AV Geeks versus Found Footage VCR Party toe tapping tournament. So AV Geeks is our buddy Skip and his wife Katrina. They, collect old 16 millimeter hygiene and educational films from the 40s all the way to the 80s, and they've had a tournament of their own to pick their top 4 catchiest songs from those films, and he's putting those up against our top 4 from our tournament we had a few weeks ago. So and the guest judge is Tim League, the head of the Alamo Draft House. So it is going to be a night to remember. That's this Friday, May 20th.
Yeah. George, what do we got for Saturday morning cartoons this Saturday?
Well, we have an extra special episode that is completely different from anything we've ever done. Do we want to give away the surprise?
I don't think so, but I would say, do we want to? Nick, what do you think? Like,
I was thinking we could
feel
just show the front of the thing we're going to be doing.
Okay, I have it here. Do you
Oh, okay. I also have it.
Okay, well, why don't you show it? Go ahead and show it. So, yeah.
This is, maybe you should show it.
Yeah, no, okay. So we got, somebody sent us a comic book of Saturday Morning Mysteries, it's called.
Cookie Madison sent this to us, yeah.
Yes, Cookie, yeah. Sent us this, and it's a comic book of us going on an adventure for Saturday. So if you don't normally watch Saturday morning cartoons, we're going to do a table read of this, and you should probably watch it because we are going to have like professional voiceover people or character like actors who do voice actors. That's the word I was looking for. Joining us, and
if you do watch Saturday morning cartoons, it's got tons of inside references. Like I was surprised at how in-depth Cookie Madison got with the deep cut references to all the Saturday morning cartoons, and Marty is in it, and we got Caitlin's dog Rambo. Caitlin's in it, and
look how handsome I look. Like I wish I kind of have a little bit of Reggie, a little bit of Jughead in here.
Yeah, you look dashing.
Yeah,
we all look great.
I want like a little I want my hair to look like that. Yeah, anyway, tune in. That's gonna be Saturday. I'm excited about that. That's gonna be fun. Any word on the Clown Museum? Did they respond at all?
No updates. They have not responded. So I'm calling on everybody to go to the Clown Festival. It's the weekend of June 5th.
Oh, you're having other people do your work for you. Okay.
Yep. And so go. I mean, if you're near Plainview, Nebraska, or even
and who isn't? Everybody is.
Who isn't?
Everybody's near Plainview, Nebraska.
It's central. It's literally in the center. So
no, you have to have your dad go. Tell your dad to go. Like he did. Just say, "Daddy, I want you to go. Daddy, I want you to go to the Clown Museum, and I want some answers, Daddy." Just say it that way.
Well, if I put it to him that way, yeah, we'll get some answers one way or the other, because those elderly volunteers need to understand that we are not satisfied with what they've been doing so far.
Tell them we're not fucking around.
All right.
Any progress on the elf dance? You said that you got how to teach you the elf dance video. Have you learned the elf dance yet? I got to keep you guys on this stuff.
Yeah, I haven't learned it, but I pulled a good clip from this that I'll show next week. So yeah, we can all learn the elf together.
Okay, good. And then EP mode, are we going to watch Flower Power or are we going to watch Power Team?
Did you find Flower Power, the full version?
I didn't really look.
Okay.
I haven't looked yet. Yeah.
Well, it's either we're going to either watch Flower Power, the full hippie movie pitch from 1997, or we will watch the Power Team. You have that digitized, right? The Christian.
I think so, somewhere. I think we'll end up going with whichever one is easier to find.
Okay.
I think that's the one that we're going to go with.
So if you donate on Patreon, you get access to that full bonus show. And also,
and George, did you contact Flower Power yet? You said you were going to.
I found him, but what am I actually asking him? What do we just as a guest on VCR party I
want to know if he still wants to make the movie. That's the main thing. Yeah. Does he still want to make the movie? Can we help in any way? Yeah.
Can Pond 5 help?
Pond 5, yeah, you know people at Pond 5. Tell them that.
Well, I know they have a lot of stock footage of fetuses playing their umbilical cords as many different instruments: guitar, clarinet, whatever you want.
They can help then.
Yeah.
One other thing we were doing just this week as a bonus, because I know everyone's trying to gear up for summer. If you're a $10 and up patron and supporting us, you're going to get this week 50% off at our store. So every DVD, t-shirt, whatever is half off if you're a $10 and up patron. So if you've been on the fence about it, yeah, go ahead.
I think it's forever. I think it's a forever 50% off if you're a patron.
Oh, is that right?
I think it is. Well, we'll talk to Glenn about it, but I'm not. Yeah.
Oh, I got a code through May 23rd, but we'll see.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, but either way, you can take advantage of that this week. So
if you're a patron, you will save money from our goofy store of wonderful bullshit that we sell there. All right, all done with announcements. That's it. Let's move on. We are going to end with Jonathan. So Jonathan and Tim are the brother duo. They just created it. They create so many great Melinda mixes. Jonathan last week on Friday sent us this Songer song that he put together using so many hours of Songer footage. Daniel Songer, the world's most irritating internet comedian. He calls it Sweet Songer, and we're going to go out on that. So if we had been prepared, we could have done better.
And we'll be right back right after that.
Check out the poem a day at writersmorningout.org. My nose isn't full of yuck anymore.
Sweet dreams you can't resist. NESTLES.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one. Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That had done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
My nose isn't for yuck anymore.
Ooh. That's all I'm doing.
Cheerio.
Tinkerbell!
We'll be right back right after that.
And Kurt Polstead, the real great guy.
Night, night.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Have a good day.
See you Tuesday.
Jim's Coins in Hilldale.